My name is Angel, and I'm a collectaholic.
I'm John Barrett, and I'm a collectaholic.
My name is Amanda, and I'm a collectaholic.
My name is Myron Ross, and I am a collectaholic.
Meet Bill Boyd Jr., the collector. He has over 36 years experience in the biz. Over the years, he's acquired many things, including Jerry Lewis's outfit from The Nutty Professor, a Kiss pinball machine signed by the Kabuki madmen themselves. He has appeared on the sci-fi collector show Hollywood Treasures and has over 20 signed guitars and instruments from some of the biggest stars on the planet. This is at Mike, the tech. He has over 51 years experience in the biz. He built the pinball machine that Brooke Shields played in the movie Till. He got arrested for indecent exposure in a phone booth. He had his skull fractured at 6 months old, and all his teeth kicked out by the band Van Stone. Join them as they hit the road in search of the holy grail of all collections, one collector at a time. This is Collectahlolics.
Hey peeps, Bill Boyd Jr. here. We're outside the Burbank Marriott here for the Hollywood Collector Show. We're about to go inside and meet some of the biggest collectors on the planet, all right? We're here with Christian Bale. Christian, how you feel? He's not talkative today.
Bill, you want to introduce this guy?
What's your name? Tell me your name and where you're from.
My name is Jeff Turner. I'm from Santa Cruz, California. We've been trying to get Alyssa Milano to do the show. I collect on her.
What do you collect on Alyssa Milano?
Anything and everything on her. And yes, I do know Alyssa Milano. I've known her for many years. I know her family.
Well, we're not talking restraining orders. We're talking like as a fan.
Friend, yeah. But she and I, we had a falling out recently in 2008, and we need a reconciliation.
What kind of falling out did you have with a celebrity?
She pretended not to know me. Yeah.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Norman Bates, party of one. Your table's ready.
What's your name and what do you collect?
I don't collect anything.
What are you doing here?
I just came to make fun of all the nerds.
Ouch. Look who's talking about. It's at Mike's mom. They have the same dentist. Look at that Leonard Nimoy's great.
You want to interview Leonard Nimoy now? You got Christian Bale.
I'm a magician. I especially collect magic stuff and all kind of albums and magazines. I've got all kind of things.
Give me a magic trick, my friend.
Name a card.
Ace of Diamonds.
Would you want the Ace of Diamonds to be on the top or the bottom? Is that the one you wanted?
Holy shnikes. Let's go out front and talk to some people. Come on. We're at the Burbank Collector Show with Malcolmania. Yeah, that's not a spell check. That's Malcolmania.
Are you ready?
No, not yet. Just relax. Just relax. Breathe deep, Malcolmania. Breathe deep.
Can we stand out here?
Hey, all you nutcases, all you wacky little collectaholics, I got a little surprise for you. One of the ultimate collectors of all collectibles. Malcolmania, how you doing? Welcome.
You know what, man? When you're at the Hollywood Collectors Show, man, you just feel the power of Hulkamania, the red, white, and blue, surge and loose, and ooh, yeah, you feel a little bit of the madness too, yeah. And if you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Bill Boyd Jr. here with Collectaholics. We're outside talking to a couple fans. Can you give me your name and where you're from?
My name is Ross. I'm from San Francisco.
Ross, what do you collect?
All kinds of things, movie memorabilia and autographs, and particularly of the former Musketeers.
Oh, nice.
Party movies and
nice.
things like that.
And what's your name and what do you collect?
My name's Bo, and posters.
The ultimate collector poster.
Early Star Wars, which I have none of.
What does like a Star Wars poster go for?
They're up into the 1,200 to 3,000 range.
What's the rarest poster?
Back to Star Wars, when they had the Revenge of the Jedi instead of the Return of the Jedi. Anybody with the Revenge posters, those are golden. Very few got out.
What would you say number-wise? How many got out?
Oh, it was in the hundreds, low hundreds.
Collectaholics rule number one. When talking to a celebrity, know who you're talking to.
Brother, did you work with him or what?
This movie, yeah.
On the same bill?
Yes, I have for this entire in the last decade.
Yeah. And were you a performer or what did you do?
I'm the original lead singer of the Diamonds.
Oh, the lead singer of the Diamonds?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Let me think. What's the name of that song?
Little Darling.
Little Darling. Oh,
The
God.
Stroll.
All right.
Silhouettes, When I First Fell in Love.
Ah, beautiful.
We had,
Thank you very much.
I apologize. Next time I'll have him do his research.
All right.
Thanks, Bill.
Who do we have with us? Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Wally Wingered.
Wally, what do you got for us, Wally?
Planet of the Apes lunch kit today, signed by Booth Coleman, who was Dr. Zayas, and Ron Harper, who was on the show as well. Now, you'll notice that this is a Planet of the Apes television show lunchbox. They never made a Planet of the Apes movie lunchbox. It was only the television show. So that makes it, kind of rare.
What's your holy grail? What's your best piece?
The Holy Grail is the Andy Kaufman. Well, I'll show you right now. I can't really describe what it is, but
While
it's...
he's getting that out, tell
Andy...
him what you have in terms of wardrobe. All right? Tell him. You've got Eddie Murphy's outfit, right?
I've got Jerry Lewis's outfit from the original Nutty Professor.
Wow.
I've got a couple signed lunch pails. I got a Bee Gees signed lunch pail from the Bee Gees. I've got a Kung Fu lunch pail signed by Kung Fu. Oh, that's awesome.
That's an effigy of Andy Kaufman with his head cast taken by the Stan Winston Studios. Elvis Robot.
Can I butt in for a second? Can I butt in for a second? Can Bill and I come to your place?
Yes.
We'll talk about that out. Let him finish doing what he's doing. Let him finish. We have a person here that's getting information. This is a real show.
He's bringing up ideas.
This is my robot
Elvis. Flow. When they're in a flow,
Robot Elvis.
You don't interrupt them when they're in a flow.
This is Robot Elvis.
You can talk whenever you want, but when they're in a flow,
you're the one who's always saying that things go on too long.
I was at the Hollywood Collector Show and, just going about my day and looking for autographs from some of my favorite people there. And I run into these two guys who said they're doing these shows. And, in my line of work, you get these guys saying that they're always doing a show. And you're like, okay, yeah, well, whatever. Oh, yeah, we want to shoot your collection and want to come over to your house. I'm like, okay, sure. It sounds good to me. So come on by. And I always try to be accommodating to everyone because I like to show the collection off. But, yeah, I mean, they're interesting guys. Interesting being the operative word there. But I figured, well, they seem harmless enough.
Bill, what are you doing? What are you doing, Bill?
At Mike. We're the only ones here. You just got to say my name once, all right? Our boys bought their own vintage lunchbox. We're going to serve up Wally some lunch box. I always got a little trinket with me in my backpack. I'm like Felix the cat. We're in front of Wally's house. We came to see Wally World. I think it's actually Wally Wood. But let's go rock Wally's little world. We're knocking on the door.
Hey guys.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
My name's Bill.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm Wally's assistant.
Sarah. How are you, Sarah?
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey,
Hi.
that's Sarah. Mike, Sarah. At Mike. You can address him as at Mike.
At Mike.
Wally, how are you, my friend?
Welcome to Planet Wallywood.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this is my beat. This is my thing. This is my house.
Oh my gosh.
I wore this jacket just for you guys. This happens to be Jim Carrey's Man on the Moon tuxedo, him playing Tony Clifton in the 1999 film Man on the Moon. This is one of the things in my collection because I'm a huge Andy Kaufman collector, and of course Man on the Moon was the Andy Kaufman life story.
That's great.
That's Andy Kaufman's original performance costume. He did thousands of concert appearances and TV appearances in that. Andy liked to wear the same clothes over and over because he felt it was good luck and he felt that it was his trademark. So that's his original performance costume.
Beautiful piece.
Over here
How did you get the Robert Downey Jr. there?
Oh, he was on The Tonight Show. He's a guest on The Tonight Show frequently, and he's a very nice guy, apparently, and I just left it in his dressing room with a note, and it showed up signed, so...
I did this club in 1990. It was called 1970, and we had this one couple. We filmed everybody that danced there and then made edits out of. There was this one couple that we named the perfect couple in the list of the video clips and everything.
Right.
It turned out later on that guy was Jon Favreau, and that was his paid date that was with him.
His paid date?
Yes.
Well, he's a very successful director. I don't think he has to pay dates any longer.
Yeah,
Probably
we're
not.
flashing that we're Team Z now. Jon Favreau was with a prostitute.
I'll give you the clip.
Now, how do you know
Bill,
it was,
you can add.
How do you know it was a paid date?
Well,
thank you, Wally.
Did you see Did you see a check signed by Jon Favreau to said woman?
She was a regular at the club. If she's now a famous actress, I've got an even better paycheck I can get from TMZ. Right?
Wow!
Just ignore him. Just ignore him.
Is there an agency
I don't know
for
that
paid dates? I mean, how do you find paid dates?
That's a Charlie Sheen question.
The interview process was interesting. I'd never seen anything kind of like that before. Normally they have a microphone, have you talking and the microphones. I'm telling stories, but the microphone's going all these different directions. I'm like, are you sure you're getting this? And the guys were seemingly more interested in maybe arguing with each other than they were actually seeing the stuff. So that's what Andy's face looked like back in about 1980 when he was doing Heartbeeps.
Andy, how do you feel about Wally?
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Wow. Get a shot of that out, Mike. You see the date on there? It's the day before Elvis Presley died, and he imitated Elvis. Elvis was one of his...
one of his characters.
Yeah. That's awesome, Wally.
So
that'll match nicely, Mike. We've had no light the whole time, and you just wash it out. That's nice.
No, you don't.
That's awesome, man.
You know, I shot this TV show in my home, and we did a Star Wars parody, and 6 lawyers from MTV flew out from New York, and they said, well, you got to forget that. Just make one out of paper mache, and that'll be cool, you know.
Yeah.
So you can't use the real
copyright
thing.
infringement is a big deal.
Here's my imitation of Darth Vader during that story.
Okay, let's move on.
Andy's impression certainly got me more interested in Elvis Presley. My mom had been interested in Elvis Presley since she was a little girl growing up in the 50s.
Hey, just what? Bright light shining, gonna set my soul. I'm gonna set my soul on fire.
All right, if Bill's going to do his Elvis, then I got to tell you about the night I saw Elvis, okay? I'm standing at the corner of Crescent.
You may want to pause him for a second.
I'm standing at the corner of Sunset and Crescent Heights selling hippie newspapers.
Oh, look, Elvis is singing.
There you go. Nice cue, Wally. Look at that thing. Holy shnikes. Would you look at that?
There he goes.
Yeah, they were mentioning something about wanting to tour the country and looking for people's collections all over the country, but I don't think they're even going to make it out of the California border without probably murdering each other first.
Tell me your ultimate piece in there. What do you got in there? I see you got a little bit of everything. The Martin Short doll, the Pee Wee Herman doll, the Dr. Evil.
That would be a tough. Well, I think the actual Star Trek Tribble is probably the best thing.
That's one of the original
That's one of the
ones?
original Tribbles, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So that's pretty cool, and
that's tribling to me.
But I also
Just
love
kidding.
the.
Kidding. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
The lunchboxes were beat up and used in school. People would slide them across the floor and kick them around schoolyards.
I can't believe Wally's giving us all these great ideas to do to his lunch pail. Kick it? I'll kick it.
So finding lunchboxes that are actually in pretty good shape with edges kind of like this with minimal paint loss as opposed to these with kind of more paint loss, that makes them more valuable because they just are in such bad shape.
When we saw you last time, I think you had the Planet of the Apes one. Can I see the Planet of the Apes one?
Sure.
Is that something? Would tell me that you got it signed that night by them?
I did, yes. Ron Harper and Booth Coleman. Booth Coleman who played Zaius, and Ron Harper who played that guy right there, the blonde guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I had it signed by both those guys. I could have had it signed there. Of course, Mark Leonard, who played Urko, is no longer living, so it's impossible to get him to sign it. Show the collection off and share it with as many people as possible. So any opportunity I have to do that, I'm all for it.
Hey guys, I'm rolling.
So, yeah, they're interesting guys.
Did you take his lunch pail? Did you take his lunch pail?
I was going to have it signed for him.
You can't get his fucking lunch pail. If anybody's going to get his lunch pail signed, I'm going to get his lunch pail signed.
What the hell are you doing? You idiot.
If I can't get it signed, nobody's getting it signed.
You moron. Oh my God. You know how much that was worth?
What are you, crazy? You can't just take people's stuff. You can't just take their stuff.
Well, I guess I learned a very important lesson today of who I can and can't let into my house.
He was going to get it signed for you.
By who?
He said the guy that was dead.
These guys are crazy.
That's your tag. That's your out, you know?